You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. You know, one of the things that's most important for all of us in any community are the young people. And the young people have all kinds of opportunities if they only knew about them. Gary Pruyn is the head of the most enthusiastic, plus a lot of other things, yes, of the Youth Bureau of Steuben County. He works on the Jack Lisi dinner, which he's really responsible for building up through the years. And he deserves some time to talk about all the good things that are being done for young people and how they can take advantage of these things, scholarships and otherwise. Yes. So take it away and tell them all the things that they can do to help young people and what you can do with the foundation and the dinner and the Lisi Awards, etc.
Boy, that's...
Which are coming up on May
4th.
May 4th. Now.
6 o'clock.
Now, 6 o'clock. Where?
At the Bath American Legion on William Street.
Write it down because I'm going to be there, but I'm going to eat your portion if you don't show up. Go ahead.
And great food, too, and a good crowd. Last year, we had a record crowd. We had 165 people, and we're expecting that record again. This is our 27th year, and those of you that are good with math, and I know you're good with math, I was only 2 years old when I started this. And I'm one of the founding board members. And actually, we've been doing it for 28 years because we started it right after Jack died in 1991. And we started it to continue his legacy of caring about young adults. He felt that a lot of young people still are overlooked, and young people that could succeed with a little help from your friend. I think that's a song or something. I better not sing it. But anyway, we started the award to recognize those young adults, 16 through 21, who are overlooked and struggling to be successful, have achieved some success, and want to have the desire to go on and achieve more. They have that spark, that inner flame. You've seen it, Henry, where they really want to be successful.
I see it in you.
Oh, I get so excited about this award because it's just a wonderful opportunity. This year we're going to recognize 17 young people. Wow. 17 from 14 different school districts. Bath, Hornell, and Corning, since they're larger districts, get to pick 2 young people. And when you hear these stories, and you'll get to hear them, and we will give you your own personal copies of their presentations, when you hear their stories, you're amazing. And of course, we can't tell the whole story because a lot of it is confidential and personal, but we do share with the public some of their challenges, but mostly their successes, their quotes. We'll share with you their quotes about who's helped them in their lives, who they admire and look up to. I don't want to do all the talking, Henry, because I know you are a very good speaker. So.
No, you're the one that's built this. I remember when there used to be like 6 people.
Yes.
4 people, 6 people in
yes.
the beginning, and now you have expansions beyond belief.
Yes, and each award, we're very proud to say this, each award, and this is due to the generosity of donors, many donors who have helped us, each award is valued at $1,000. So we'll be recognizing 17 young people with $17,000 worth of awards. But also, it's not cash. What we give to them is something to help them with their career, with their goals in life. It could be tools, it could be uniforms. We've paid for state board exams. I have lots of highlights. I could really talk a lot about this, but last year I took a young man shopping up to Home Depot, and he was able to purchase over $1,000 worth of tools for his work, and I helped him a little bit because I'm a veteran and get a 10% discount, so we got 10% more. So we got $1,100 worth of tools for him, which was really a big help.
Aside from your dedication for the Lisi dinner, you have a lot of interesting things that take place in your life. And I remember one time I visited your farm.
Yes.
And you were raising a blind horse.
Yes.
How is the blind horse?
Oh, he's doing fantastic.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. He's 18 years old, going on 19 this year. His name is Gabriel. He has a middle name, Joseph. And when he gets in trouble, we call him Gabriel Joseph Pruyn. That's his full name. But he's doing great. He's blind, and he is able to, he's in a controlled paddock. His mother passed away last year, but he gets along with another mare that we have in there with him. So he's doing good. I did retire from the Youth Bureau, but I'm still active with, you know.
You
Jack
look younger
Lisi.
now than you did then.
I don't know. This hair keeps changing color.
It happens to us all.
Eventually, yes. But I love the farming part, and the Jack Lisi keeps me very busy. So
How do you organize? You get a lot of people to contribute to the Jack Lisi. You don't spend a lot of money on office work and things like that.
No, we had a lot of volunteers who give of their time and their energy. We have a stuffing, we call them stuffing parties, where we put letters inside envelopes to mail to potential donors. We have scores of donors, and it's because of their generosity and their commitment. I mean, we have donors that have given from day one for over 27 years to help us. I do remember, I tend to look back a bit, only so I can help my future a little bit, but we looked back and said, wouldn't it be great if we could have $100,000, this was when the market was good, by the way, $100,000, and we would get 10%, that would give us $10,000 a year, and giving out 4 awards like we did at the beginning, or 6 awards, we'd be golden. Well, the market went south, but the increasing of donations went up, and we're very comfortable now, so we're able to afford giving that $17,000.
But you don't want to let people know that you don't want donations.
Oh,
you
no.
still need help.
Oh, no. We want to continue, and Mark always brings this up at the dinner, that we have a board of trustees who are all volunteers. Mark Alger, by the way, is our board president. He brings it up every year that we have a group of board members who are trustees, and our goal is to establish, I'm short for words, Henry, sometimes, to establish a permanent endowment so that when we leave this earth, we know that Jack Lisi's legacy, the Jack Lisi Youth Award, continues after we're long gone. So.
And for anybody who doesn't know, Jack Lisi was the sheriff here, Steuben County, for many, many years.
Yes.
One of the most popular and efficient.
I've got to tell a story.
Tell.
Because you always tell me stories, so I got to tell a story. Way back when I worked for the Boy Scouts, back in the early 80s, I left the Boy Scouts and came with the county, and I went to my first youth board meeting, and Sheriff Jack was sitting there. And I said, Jack, I worked with him with the Boy Scouts. I said, Jack, you never told me you were on the youth board and worked on this side. And he says, I haven't told you a lot of things. And then I got to know him even more as I worked very close with him on the youth board. And we went up to a place called Industry, which is, at the time was Division for Youth. It's now Office of Children and Family Services, rehab facility, rehabilitation facility. And it's a fancy word for youth prison. The young people that are interned there, if they were adults, would all be in a prison, but they're not, they're young people, so they send them to this rehabilitation facility at Industry, New York. And I took a group up there, Jack was one of them. We're walking down the hallway, and we're getting a guided tour, and the gentleman leading the groups was telling us about the different things these youngsters had faced in their lives, and they come in with a 3rd grade education, or 3rd grade knowledge, I guess, but by the time they leave Industry, they're probably around the senior 12th grade, 11th grade level. Some of them can't read or write, and they're teenagers. But Jack, as we're hearing this story, Jack put his hand on my shoulder, and I can still feel his big hand on my shoulder 28 years later, 27 years later, excuse me. And he said to me, he said, Gary, we got to reach these young people before they get here. When they get here, it's too late. And he was absolutely right. So that's part of the impetus of the award, is to help young people go to higher things rather than go to the wrong side of life.
What if people want to contact you?
Oh, to contact me, they can write our mailbox. It's Jack Lisi Youth Award, P.O. Box 321. I remember that because 321-123, 321 Bath, New York. or they can call 607-569-2079. And that's my home phone, but we run the Lisi Award out of my home, keep costs down. And we enjoy talking with people, and of course we will take every donation, any help too. We love help.
Well, you have done so much. He is a lot of dedicated people here, really special.
Yes.
Give him a call. I'll be sitting at the other end of the phone.
That's right.
They're really good people. It's worthwhile. And come to the dinner if you can.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Strawberries? Okay. Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
We go to all the best places. Now in Corning, they've got something new. This is called Toast. And this fellow is Dan Oropallo, who's the owner. And this is his daughter. Can you believe that he's old enough to have a daughter that age? or young enough, I should say. But this is, what did you call it? A kind of a
fast food health place.
fast food. And what do you serve?
So we serve
This.
salads. Salads, we serve other wraps. Everything stays under a certain calorie count, depending what it is, but everything is, we try to get them in and out. Right here we have a Crystal City Cobb, and it comes with a romaine base, and it has
You
some,
made that up, that name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and it has corn, antibiotic-free chicken, egg, tomatoes, and our tzatziki sauce that we make homemade. And then it has some peanut bread to go with it. We also have gyros. We do some Greek food, and it has lamb beef mix with some lettuce and feta cheese and our tzatziki sauce and some olives, tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions.
Who came up with all this? Is this all your idea here to do this?
It's a variety of our ideas and other chefs that in the area that helped us out.
And you were in Special Forces of the Air Force.
Yes. I was in a combat search and rescue unit for plenty of years. I always ask my wife for years because I forget.
It's 14. You were in there for 14 years.
What made you come into the restaurant business? Just an opportunity that was here in Corning?
The opportunity arose, and I wanted to see what I can do in our community. I'm really big, anything to do with our community. So everything that I had an opportunity to have a business and buy locally, sell locally, anything I can do locally. So that was really the big driver for my family. And the opportunity arose, and we took it and went with it.
Did you live here before?
Yes, on and off. We were stationed in Germany, we were stationed in Georgia. We're originally from the Campbell Corning area, so we came in.
And your brother works here too?
Yes, yes.
This is all in the family?
All in the family.
Yeah, all in the family.
Who's the boss?
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
They all said that before. Yes. What do you do as the boss?
I tell people what to do,
Ha ha ha!
including my father.
Oh, really?
She's one of our best servers. She's been here from the actual day one. So,
Well, since before, I helped the old owners.
so we continually move forward, and we have to be speed because we want to try to get anybody in and out within 5 minutes.
Really?
Because what happens is our lunch hour, we can have a line out the door, and we want to move fast because everybody wants to eat and go and have a little bit for dinner. So we order where we order and what we're going forward with. We're going forward with a hydroponic organic setup, and that's coming in the future so that we can have the exact fresh.
I'm too old for this. What is it, organic? What's it?
Oh, so organic and hydroponic is basically no chemicals, and it's grown inside, and we're actually going to do it right actually in front of everybody. And so that's our goal coming in the future for next winter, so that you're going to get the same fresh salad you get in the summer, you're going to get in the winter at the same cost.
And what is the expense? Is it expensive to eat here? What hours are you open? And are you going to be 4 or 5 days a week, 7 days a week?
We are right now 6 days a week, and I would not say there's a price on healthy eating. So,
did you teach him all this?
Yep.
well, our hours are from 11 to 6:30 Monday through Friday, and Saturdays we're open from 11 to 4. But I learned from a gentleman from a long time ago that if I'm here, you're open. So if you see a face, come in and we'll sell you something. So, but I mean, we have a variety of different salads. We have.
This looks delicious.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you mind if I nibble while we talk?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Just.
But we have salads that you can make your own. We have a variety of house salads, everything from meat lovers to vegan lovers. We have wraps, and every one of those are fresh and healthy. We also do smoothies under a 200-calorie count smoothie. So everything, our goal here is to get in and out and not an hour later feel yuck. So I just don't know the word I can say for it. We're all family here. We tend to stay local. We try to do as much sponsoring for the high schools and everything that we can locally, and at the same time not break us. So
Where did you come up with using that name for your daughter?
the manager?
No. Her first name.
Caitlin?
Yeah.
Caitlin,
Did they copy from you or you copy from them?
We copied from them. So yeah.
Yeah.
We have a Cameron and a Caitlin. So Cameron, Caitlin, kind of goes together, and you know, we compromised.
What does Cameron do?
Cameron works.
He makes these.
Yes, he does. Cameron's here also. He's about ready to go to college. So Cameron comes and goes when Cameron comes and goes. So, but he's a good boy though.
Yeah.
He's focused on college.
Now you must have had some wonderful experiences organizing and putting all this together.
Oh,
Is
it
there
was
one
fun.
funny thing that makes it the day?
It's just seeing all the customers, like when there's like super smiley ones and all bubbly and happy, I get all happy. Because they're just so kind. Some of the customers are just awesome.
And some of the people who own this place are awesome too,
Oh yeah.
right?
Well, she has to say that. We're paying her.
But I'm saying it too.
Okay.
And I just took this. Do you have plastic forks and knives?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
right there.
You help yourself.
Oh, I
Right.
can't eat anything right now.
No, I mean I help myself, but
Oh,
I've
yeah.
already eaten. So anyway, I'm eating. I didn't realize there were knives and forks. How about drinks?
Drinks, yes, we have a multiple variety of drinks.
All healthy.
All healthy. We do throw in some sodas because it's a demand that people want, and as much as I'd like to stay away from it, you know, if people want it, then they want it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are an amazing group. The whole family.
Thank you.
What about your wife?
She is a drug and alcohol counselor, and she comes over on her lunch breaks and
I didn't want to leave her out.
No, we can't leave her out. We cannot. Thank you for that. You just saved my night for that one.
I'm finishing this, so I'll be a while, but I might be here by the time you get here. So hurry up. They have very good food. This is delicious looking. I only eat this part for now, and now I'm going to eat the rest. Right?
Yes, sir.
Bye. See you soon.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
News happens every minute of the day. When you see news happening in your area, call the WENY tip line or email the newsroom directly at news36@weny.com.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Breaking news, weather alerts, and more on the WENY live stream. Visit WENY.com/live or download our app today.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
I let you in on all the secrets. My wife, and we've been married 63 years, says she married me because I had beautiful feet. And I went to a podiatrist up here just to check it out to be sure, because I like to hear people say nice things about me. So this is Dr. Charles Thurber, who, in my opinion, is one of the best in this entire area of Thurber and Thurber, and it's at the Arnett Mall. He is a specialist in all things of the feet and ankle. And I can attest to the fact that he's terrific because he's taken care of me for a long, long time. And so instead of my talking about him, let him talk about what he does here, because it's not only him, but he has a group of experts as well. So there you are. Take it away.
Oh, thanks, Henry. Very humbling. Thank you for your comments. We have a group of 5 podiatrists. We have 3 offices. You're in our Horseheads office today. We have an office in Waverly and an office in Elmira as well. The Horseheads office has evening hours, 3 days a week. We have digital x-ray at each of the locations, which saves the patient having to go to the hospital for those studies. We have ultrasonic imaging at each of these locations, which again aids the patient. Our mission statement is to be available to the patient, to be as accomplished as we could be with respect to training and keeping up with courses that are given yearly, and to be affable, to be friendly. It doesn't matter what you know unless people like you for caring for them. So if they know that you care about them, then they'll know that you're going to lead them in the right direction.
And you're going to show the x-ray and the other things.
We're going to show you a little case study, right? Yeah. But what we have here really are electives. Our treatments are all dealing with the patient's elective. So although we all deal in surgery, we have surgical.
What does that mean, elective?
Well, if you have a condition, there may be conservative options, all the way to surgical options, depending on your level of severity of the condition. And that's the patient plays a role in exactly what we do. So it's our duty to not just understand what it is we have to offer, but to explain it clearly to the patient in order that they understand their electives. Our doctors have surgical privileges at Arnett Ogden Medical Center, at Corning Hospital, and at Robert Packer. Our doctors serve in wound care centers at Arnett Ogden as well as Corning Hospital. So we are humbled and honored to work with other providers in the area.
This is why you have such a great reputation.
Well, you're nice to say
but
that.
Now you're gonna show first the x-ray.
Sure.
And then this new procedure, which I heard from the other side of the room, which are going to tell all about something new.
Very
Fascinating,
exciting. Very
fascinating.
exciting, yeah.
You'd never believe all this is taken care of the feet, but he's got everything. So stop 1 second. We'll be right back from the X-ray room. If it's the best, it's Thurber and Thurber. I like to say that because it really is true. And he has some new things that nobody else has, but I'd rather he tell you about them in person. So take it away.
Well, thanks, Henry. We have an EPAT machine. This is the latest and greatest for treating musculoskeletal issues such as plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendonitis. It doesn't involve anesthesia. You don't require an injection. It avoids surgery. And we have found fantastic results with this. This has been quite highly thought of. Articles in journals such as the American Journal of Bone and Joint Surgery.
But it treats what?
It treats tears and inflammation of ligaments and tendons.
I see, okay.
Yeah, and makes for their healing.
Mm.
So although the patient may realize a great anesthesia effect, that is their pain goes away, it feels better right away, what impresses all the clinicians is that true healing is occurring on a cellular level. Mm-hmm. So there is angiogenesis, there is infiltration to the scarring area, area of healing of new blood vessels, and there's genuine healing going on. So there's usually one treatment a week for 3 weeks, and the patient is thrilled with it.
And this is an electronic treatment that's new.
It is a shock wave treatment, and I'm using the word shock wave. The old shock wave was available many years ago to do things like dissolve kidney stones. Mm-hmm. This is a different machine. This is the EPAT machine, and it has to do with the refinement of that technology. Mm-hmm. So things like plantar fasciitis have to do with a ligament pulling from the base of the heel. It tears along its entire length or course. The ligament originates on the heel bone or calcaneus and inserts in each of the 5 toes. And some people get enough pain with this that they are debilitated. So we will see this in a form of a mild level of pain, a moderate level of pain, and a severe. We usually don't see the patients, Henry, until it's getting moderate to severe. There's all sorts of splinting we can afford people, but ultimately what we have is if they in fact do have plantar fasciitis, a lot of times we'll run an ultrasound, and I have a copy of an ultrasound. You can see this is the heel bone upside down, like this, okay? And this would represent the ligament sideways, and you can see the swelling of the ligament here. Where it should be this narrow, it's this wide. The normal width of that white band, it should be a solid white band, about 3.5 to 4 millimeters in width. Here you can see it's about 11, and there's black there, which is indicative of swelling or water, okay?
The one thing that really impressed me about your dental operation is that they never want to operate unless it's really necessary.
Oh, absolutely. It's elective.
That's the last thing to do is operate.
It's elective, and this is going to allow the patient to forego surgery as an elective in most cases. It's got an over 83% cure rate, really? As documented in journals worldwide. And basically, we put this on the patient's foot, okay? And there's a little bit of it generates shock waves that basically feel like that, okay? And that device is allowing people to avoid losing work and losing time off of their athletic events. And it scored big points beginning, I think, in the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta with the German Olympic team.
You are a genius. No. So because there are a lot of people in your field who don't do it the way you do it. And it's really something special. I speak from personal experience.
Thanks, Henry.
Do we need the address, or do we have a phone number and website?
ThurberandThurber.com, and the number is 607-734-4582. Thank you, Henry.
Give them a call.
Thank you very much.
You'll walk forever. Like me.
You're watching WENY.